This is for an independent design customer Wright. Right now, this is video 2 of 2. This is everything has been demoed. We are currently standing in a framed home. So there will be no demo for us. Therefore, no lead remediation is necessary for this project. Right now, we are inside of the bathroom. As you can see, these are the new measurements for the existing bathroom, or for the where the new bathroom will be. I'm going to step back just a little bit so you can see the overall space. And as you can see here, this is the new framed wall that we have going across here. We have a new door opening here, which when we walk through this door opening, we'll actually have a water closet over here. And that's going to be end up being 36 inches wide. And then we'll have a wall there. Now the opening is not going to have any casing around it. The opening is planned to be a drywall only opening. So there's no door, no casing going on this opening. It's just going to be a drywalled opening for the opening into the water closet. The opening into the bathroom that we're standing at right now will still have casing, but it's on the opposite side of the wall. Also, on this side over here, this is where they are going to be putting in a shower. So we'll have a glass wall here with a panel, as well as a knee wall here. The knee wall will go all the way up to the panel. Then the panel will take it the rest of the way. The panel is going to be just a single swinging glass door. Now, because the glass door is planned to be on this side, again, we should not have any issues with the cabinetry, with it interfering with the cabinetry or anything else like that, no matter which way it swings, whether it swings in, out, or both ways. Now, as far as the cabinetry goes for themselves, this window here is actually going to be covered up. So this window will be removed and we'll end up with a flat drywall space over here. What we're going to end up doing is having a sconce, a mirror centered over a sink. We'll have another sconce, a mirror centered over a secondary sink, and then the third sconce over here. So that is what is determining our layout for our vanity itself, is going to be the sconce, mirror, sconce plan. Now, with that being said, we do have a sconce. It's going to be centered about 18 inches off of the far wall. And the mirror is going to be centered about 36 inches. Let's see, we'll actually end up with 18 and a quarter inch and 18 and 1/8 of an inch will be the exact center of the sconce. And then 36 and a quarter inch, as you can see here, 36 and a quarter inch for where the center of the sink will end up lying. Same thing on this side, 18 inches and 36 and a quarter inch. And that leaves that center sconce at about 54.5 inches to the center. Now, that center sconce is not exactly on center on the window as in the layout or in the drawing, but it will be centered pretty much right between these two joists here. So that is going to be the bathroom plan. I'm going to hit pause as we walk over to the laundry room, and then we will be done for the day. So this is the floor plan one more time for the master. Go ahead and hit space at any time. And then I'll see you in the laundry room. So we are now in the laundry room. We will go ahead and start the measurement in here. As you can see, this is the new laundry room, the measurements for the new laundry room. And what we'll end up doing, there are a few changes in the laundry room. One of the things to note is we do have a top load washer going over here. So we'll want to make sure that we have the model numbers for all of the appliances so we can make sure that the opening height does not interfere with the cabinetry going on top. Okay, so most of those washers end up opening their lids around 53 to 54 inches, but some of them can be a little bit taller. Some can be a little bit shorter. So let's get those model numbers and we can go ahead and plan accordingly for the cabinetry above if we're still having the cabinetry there. Over here, we do plan on having about 3 different cabinets, one cabinet against the wall. The sink will be centered underneath this window, and the sink should be centered at about 29.5 inches off of the framed wall, 29 inches from the drywall, since we'll be using 1/2 inch drywall. Okay, now all of the measurements that I did take today are for the framing, so we will need to adjust with the 1/2 inch drywall along with the 1/2 inch drywall for the ceiling and the flooring material as well. So again, the sink will be end up being centered right here underneath this window. We'll have a small cabinet on the side, and then we'll actually have a larger cabinet on this side. Now, with that being said, over here on this side over here, we are actually going to end up with a 4-foot, if you will, drop space. Now, what that drop space is actually going to be is going to be a shoe cubbies down at the bottom. We'll actually have a bench. We'll have a couple of lockers for hanging jackets and coats. And then we will also have some cubbies along the top as well. So this unit, most of the mudroom lockers or this drop zone area here, they don't necessarily go to the ceiling. We can make this one go to the ceiling if we wanted to, but they do tend to be a little bit more expensive in that sense. So again, we do have this area here. Now also, we do also have a box for an outlet right here. So in the back of that area, I will talk to the designer, the independent designer, and see if we do plan on having drywall on the back side or if we plan on putting wood paneling to accent what's going on with the pantry area. As you can see, that's over there. So we'll have a little bit more discussion, a little bit more design details, and playing around with the design to actually get that final look here. But you can expect this area to actually have a mudroom lockers, probably about 3 or 4 of them there within that 48-inch or that 4-foot spacing that we are being allotted. Now that 4-foot spacing should leave more than enough room from the back of the sink to the end of that counter, since we are not putting any cabinetry on this side of the wall. With that being said, we used to have that drop zone or that mud area, the mudroom lockers on this side, but we are not putting any cabinetry against this wall anymore. This is going to be the garage wall. So this wall is going to stay open. We're not putting any cabinetry there. Instead, they will end up being a folding table going over there in that space instead. Okay. So one more time, I'll go ahead and kind of show you. There's not much else to look at in here. I'll show you the drawings itself and the area that we're looking at. And as you can see, the ceiling itself, or the floor itself, is plus or minus 3/8 of an inch. The ceiling is plus or minus 1/2 inch, and the overall ceiling height from the subfloor to the bottom of the ceiling joist is 97.5 inches. Again, all of these measurements are based off of the actual framework, not including the drywall. So we do need 1/2 inch adjustments, and the casework is planned to be about 2¼ inches for all of the casework. That's doors and windows included. Okay, so go ahead and hit pause at any time. And if you do have any questions, this is Cedric with Wright Cabinetry. My phone number 847-651-7278, and this was video 2 of 2. Thank you and have a great day.